my name is Molly Diehl, and I'm a senior in the Nutrition and Dietetics department here at St. Louis University with an emphasis in culinary arts. My food philosophy is based upon that our bodies are so sacred and made very beautifully that we should treat them as so. So I believe in filling our bodies with nutrient-dense food, local ingredients if possible, and just food that you really recognize and can understand what you're putting in. So today I'm going to make peanut butter and jelly blondies with roasted peanuts and sea salt on top. Let's get started. So first I'm going to take my medium bowl and I'm going to start with my dry ingredients. So I'm going to take 2 cups of all-purpose flour and 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Just going to give that a little mix. It really doesn't take much, and you're going to set it aside. Now for the wet ingredients. I'm going to take 2¼ cups of light brown sugar. I'm going to take 3/4 of a cup of butter, melted. It also equates to 1.5 sticks. And then I'm going to take 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. And 1 cup of creamy peanut butter. I like peanut butter actually crunchy, so I don't think it really matters. Sometimes I even grind up my own peanut butter, but just be aware of that added sugars that sometimes get in peanut butter, just like yogurts and energy drinks. Sometimes it can sneak up on you. And then I'm going to add 3 large eggs at room temperature. Now comes the mixing part. One of the hardest parts of the whole recipe. Very easy. I think I chose peanut butter and jelly blondies because 2 reasons. One, I think it's ingredients that you can all find at in your home, in your pantry. And 2, peanut butter and jelly brings back a lot of memories for me. You don't really have a problem with over mixing as long as it's pretty well incorporated. And then we're going to fold in the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. I think it's really important that you get all your mise en place ready in the beginning, because sometimes I find myself looking for an ingredient and then I'm like, oh, I have to go to the store. So sometimes that, and then it just really makes the process really efficient. So get all those ingredients together. Just make sure you're enjoying the time. Don't make it stressful. Make something that you enjoy smelling. I love the smell of peanut butter. To this day, it's still one of my favorite foods. I have it every day. Okay, so I think we're ready to just pour it all into our batter. Make sure your pan is greased. I choose a 13 by 9. That's what this recipe calls for, but you could probably choose a 9 by 9. When you cook it, you'll notice that it doesn't raise that much. Doesn't really spread out, so you gotta spread it out yourself. Just kind of get all the corners. Make sure it's smooth. You're on a smooth surface. Smooth it out. And then the most fun process is the jelly. So I chose strawberry jam, but you can use any jam you like. Sometimes I even like making my own jams, whatever is seasonal. You can also buy it, it's totally fine. Now I'm placing these like about 1/2 inch apart. There's no really particular order, except you probably want to use about 1/4 of a cup of jam, not too much more Otherwise it gets a little too sugary. And it will spread out a little bit, not too much. And the last step before the oven is we're going to toss some roasted peanuts on top. I don't do too much, about 2 tablespoons, just because it's already pretty peanutty. Okay, so now we're gonna go put it in the oven. It goes in at 350 degrees for about 25 minutes. And lucky for you guys, I have one already made and ready to go. The last part, once it comes off, I let it cool for about 5 minutes, and then you're gonna add some flaky sea salt on top. Just for that nice salty, sweet combination. It doesn't have to be sea salt necessarily. Even if you didn't like the peanuts, you can do some crunchy pretzels. Salted pretzels are also a really good combination. Then you're ready to plate and eat. Here we go. And that is a peanut butter and jelly blondie.